Good morning, everyone. I'm 105 years old. Most people who see me sitting here in this old wooden chair outside my house think I'm just another old man passing the time. Sometimes they slow down while walking by and ask me the same question. What's your secret? They think maybe I've followed some perfect diet my whole life. Maybe I ate special foods, took vitamins every day, or followed some strict health routine. And I always smile when they ask me that. Because the truth is, my secret to living this long has nothing to do with diet. Not kale, not vitamins, not expensive health plans. The real secret is something people forget while they spend their whole lives chasing success. And today, at 105 years old, I think I've lived long enough to tell the truth. My name is Walter. I was born in 1921 in a small town in America. Back then, the world looked very different. No smartphones, no internet, no people staring at screens all day. Neighbors talked to each other. Kids played outside until the sun went down. Families ate dinner together at the same table every night. Life was simple. We didn't have much money, but we had something people today are slowly losing. Real connections with other human beings. When I was young, I believed the same thing most young people believe today. I thought life was about working harder than everyone else. I wanted success. I wanted money. I want to prove myself. So I worked long hours. Sometimes 12 hours, sometimes 14 hours a day. Factories, construction. Any job I could find. And every time I felt tired, I told myself the same lie. I'll enjoy life later when I make enough money. Later, when things calm down, later when I'm successful. But life has a funny way of teaching you things the hard way. Because later doesn't always come. When I was 35 years old, something happened that changed the way I looked at life forever. My best friend Michael passed away suddenly. He wasn't sick, he wasn't weak. He was one of the strongest men I knew, only 36 years old. One day we were laughing together after work, and the next day he was gone. That moment hit me harder than anything in my life, because for the first time I realized something most people don't think about when they're young. Life is not guaranteed, not tomorrow. Not next year, not even tonight. That day I went home, sat quietly, and asked myself a question I had never asked before. What am I really living for? Money? Status? Working myself to exhaustion every day? Over the years, I started noticing something strange. The people who lived the longest lives weren't always the healthiest ones. Some of them smoked, some of them didn't exercise. Some of them ate bacon every morning, but they had something powerful. They had peace. They laughed often. They spent time with people they loved. They didn't hold on to anger for years. They didn't carry hate inside their hearts. And slowly I began to understand something most people discover too late. Stress destroys more lives than bad food ever will. People today worry about every calorie they eat, but they ignore the stress, the anger, the pressure they carry inside every single day. That kind of weight, it slowly breaks you from the inside. The real secret to a long life is much simpler than people think. Don't carry hate in your heart. Spend time with people who make you laugh. Stop chasing things that don't really matter. Because when you reach my age, something surprising happens. Almost everything you worried about when you were young turns out to be meaningless. The arguments, competition. The endless race to be more successful than everyone else. None of it matters as much as people think. At 105 years old, I've seen the world change in ways I never imagined. I've watched technology transform everything. I've watched generations grow up. I've said goodbye to many friends along the way. And sometimes I sit here in this chair and watch the sunset, thinking about how quickly the years passed. It feels like yesterday I was a young man with big dreams and endless energy. Now I'm an old man with memories. And if I could go back in time and talk to my 20-year-old self, I would give him very simple advice. Slow down. Life is not a race. Enjoy the quiet mornings. Call your parents while you still can. Sit with your friends and laugh without checking the time. Because one day you'll look up and realize decades have passed. And you'll wonder where all the time went. People still stop by and ask me the same question. What's your secret to living 105 years? And I always give them the same answer. It's not diet. It's not some miracle routine. The real secret is living in a way that doesn't make your soul tired. Take care of your mind. Take care of your heart. Forgive people faster. Laugh more often. And most importantly, spend your time with the people who truly matter. Because when everything else fades away, those memories will stay with you. And if you're lucky,